Welcome to our Technomec Technology video shorts. We are going to be talking nothing but technology in Zimbabwe. Today we are very happy to have Africom PR and Africom CEO, Ms. Guroo Mdavanu and Mr. Prosper Mswig. We're happy to have you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Just before we get into the most exciting product, we're going to be talking about Guroo. Let's just have a bit of background on Africom. Who is Africom and
Okay.
yeah.
Africom is a local company, Zimbabwean based, and Africom, as in the name, is always a continental official.
Mm-hmm.
Even in the name, the Africom is coming from an African perspective.
Okay.
So we are an IAP. We provide converged services.
Mm-hmm.
Guroo is just coming in as a flagship product that will take us into the continent and also be able to serve the continent, not just the local market.
Okay.
So if you look at our reseller or partnership that we've gone in with Guroo as a product, it's an IP-based product which will actually traverse all platforms right now in terms of, if you look at how internet is actually penetrated most of the markets.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, in support of our continental vision, we then find Guroo very appropriate and sitting right in the center of what we want to do.
Okay.
So we have signed up a reseller arrangement for Guroo in terms of distributing, not just in Zimbabwe but in Africa.
Okay.
And I know there is a question that usually comes up with around our coverage and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
And deliberately Guroo actually shatters that whole concept about coverage and so forth.
Okay.
It's essentially wherever you've got broadband, you should be able to access a network.
Alright.
So we're not essentially driving to build infrastructure to ensure that we've got access in network in every market, but we're essentially targeting anyone who is on broadband already.
Okay, so it's almost good like the traditional apps like WhatsApp that we have, and you don't need to be building any infrastructure.
Precisely.
Okay.
Yes. Our persuasion is more, this is an African product, an African coined product.
Okay.
And we're looking at localizing our own traffic as Africa,
Mm-hmm.
localizing our own surplus income as Africa.
Okay.
So if I'm on Guroo, I'm actually also participating in the economic growth of Africa and I'm
True.
doing activity.
Local content.
Yes. Yeah. So essentially the money that I normally exchange with the other countries or people outside my own continent,
Mm-hmm.
Guroo actually is saying let's localize our own resources in Africa and see
True.
how they can also develop us in Africa in terms of how much surplus income will I have at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and to improve my lifestyle,
Okay.
or to engage in other things around me.
Alright.
So that is our biggest drive around Guroo, and that's why we're calling it Africa First.
Alright.
Because we've been riding on other apps from elsewhere,
True.
which are not African. This is our
Mm,
own, we
this
want to
type also?
celebrate it. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So exactly what is your relationship with Guroo? Yes, Africom.
Okay, we are a master reseller of the product.
Okay,
We can
in
be
Zimbabwe.
In Zimbabwe. We can actually also sell it elsewhere.
Okay.
There can be other resellers appointed by the co-owners of the brand Guroo.
Okay.
But currently, we have been working with them right when they started their project.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's based outside, but
Okay.
we've been working with them because essentially it is so aligned with our own vision.
Okay.
Yes.
So this means you're actually running it on your own infrastructure
We're running it off their infrastructure.
of the infrastructure.
Yes.
All right.
Mm.
Okay. This a very interesting product, Ms. Guroo. So we just need to know also more on the Guroo package. For me to be able to have the Guroo, maybe I'll direct the question to Ms. Mswiri. What do I need to have the package to be functional on my phone? What are the steps and the procedures that I need to go through?
It has been said before that Guroo is a cross-platform voice that can work on most operating systems.
Okay.
All you need is a smartphone,
Mm-hmm.
you need an iPad, you need a laptop, or any other related devices, and we are good to go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we need. So what we do simply is you go on the website, www.guro-com,
Okay.
and you download the application that is suitable for your type of device. Say for example, if you're on Android, you've got to go on Buzz 3.
Okay.
If you're on Windows, you've got to go on on X-Lite, and you're good to be able to use that. So basically, it's guided clearly on the website, and that's how you good on it. And you also need to register when you go to the website, and you're given a 08644 number, which is a number like no other number, an African number, and that number will allow you to be able to use or to call anywhere in the world using that number. So like the CEO said before that every call is a local call, because it reduces the traffic to a local traffic.
But let's just get a bit of emphasis there. When you say I register, then I get a number. That means automatically I don't need to buy a SIM card.
There's no need for SIM card.
Okay.
You are independent of any network. So in other words, you are in control. You are the master of your own destiny.
Okay, and I just get a new number like that.
And you get a new number.
No need to buy a SIM card.
No need to buy a SIM card. So that's one thing that is unique about Guroo. And like you asked before, the issue of coverage, it means you are independent of any network, which means whether you're in Lotito or Locho, you still be able to.
That was going to be another question I was going to ask. So I'm not limited to being Harare or to being Blair. So long as I'm on internet, I can use the application. Not only in Zimbabwe, but Africa-wise, worldwide. You can use the application. So technically, this means if I manage to register and I'm online and I have this Africom number, that means I'm doing local calls. And if I'm calling someone who is registered, that means I'll be charged as cheap as 6 cents.
Correct, between 6 cents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're calling Guroo to Guroo, you are charged 6 cents.
6 cents.
Whether
even if when you're traveling, so you just travel with your phone like you normally do. So you're still going to get into a hotel, there's Wi-Fi, especially other developed places where internet is really penetrated. You get into some place, you just get on Wi-Fi and
just unlimited Wi-Fi.
Yes, and you're calling back home at 6 cents. You're no longer on roaming.
Okay.
So you don't get all those high charges.
All those roaming charges.
So by default, let me use an Ethiopian person who's in Ethiopia and they become a subscriber of Guroo.
Okay.
It means whatever trade business that they're doing with Zimbabwe or with any other person who is on Guroo in Ghana is now at 6 cents.
Wow.
That's the whole network that we're trying to create within the African community.
Okay.
It does not limit though in terms of here in Africa. We just want the passion to be driven and the adrenaline to come from Africa.
Okay.
But in terms of I've traveled into other places in Europe, I still get to go home because the essence of it, this is just an app on the internet. Yes. Wow.
In case I need to call someone who's not on the Guroo application, how are the charges? Like someone who's not on the application but I'm on Guroo.
Okay, that's your interconnection charge to any of the other networks that you'll be calling to. So there's a 7 cents charge between
the termination rates.
Yeah, for termination rates.
Okay.
So it goes to 12 cents.
Which is way too affordable compared with the current marketing rates which are actually here.
That's true, yeah.
Okay. No, that's great. Let's just talk about the uptake, the current uptake for Guroo. As you are speaking here locally and maybe regionally, do you know the subscriber base? How big is it now and how's been the uptake?
We started last, I think we're just a few weeks into it. There's a lot of excitement. We've got a 24-hour contact center where we getting a lot of traffic. If you check our graphs in terms of how much traffic we are now handling, trying to support the product. We've also beefed up our shops with additional staff to enable people to get support which they're requiring if they're facing challenges on registration. So there's quite a lot of activity. We'll start tracking our subscriber growth pattern in short order, but we registered a few subscribers right now on the network of 2,000 subscribers already that is going.
Interesting.
I know the data handling service is already on 11,000 and something, 11,700, but the concurrent calls that are happening, we call them sessions.
Okay.
You find that there's still around 1,000, 2,000 at a time. People are all active at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just clarify a certain fact here. So that means, suppose I have my own, for example, Econet or Teleson number, and I'm using their broadband as a service provider, I can still benefit from this Guroo package, or I need to be using an Africom platform or Africom internet connectivity as my ISP. I'm not limited to that. Let's just clarify for the benefit of our viewers and readers there.
There is no limitation of that nature at all. We actually calling this shattered borders
Okay.
because we are saying you actually going into any space. So even if you are on any other network or on any other operator, you still, if you currently having a higher bill, you still go on the app and still collect cents. Even if you are rating on the other operator and there's a SIM card from another operator. So it's behaving like a true app.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what we also are emphasizing is we are there, is the product is there to complement the efforts of the current incumbents, and obviously to bring value to the people who have been longing to see it for quite some time.
But to be very honest with the way I see Guroo and the way I'm at project, I feel this is a game changer. I would like to ask, do you think that you have the capacity, because if I'm talking of currently we have about 13 million, 12.5 subscribers, with the benefits of having Guroo as an application on your phone, in as much as WhatsApp, everyone now is running on the app of WhatsApp. I feel there's going to be a serious migration. According to my own analysis, there's people really get to understand the concept behind Guroo. Do you have the capacity to be taking the millions who are going to be coming up on the Guroo platform? Because definitely that's where you are heading.
We have got massive capacity, and we also have got a failover equipment for the same, which is stationed in Midland.
Okay.
So we have got enough capacity to take on whatever traffic that is coming onto the network.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. And are you going to be launching or doing any extra efforts to try and push? Because I think I feel that the secret with Guroo, so that it's a success, it really lies in the way people are going to understand how this thing really works. Because even the technical people today, they might not easily understand how Guroo works. Do you have any extra moves that you're going to be doing to try and publicize and get people to really understand how this Guroo works?
Yes, we have, like if you have listened of recent, we have launched a campaign, Guroo Keeps You Talking, where we are using conventional media, radio, in a very creative but aggressive manner. We're also using print, where we also have editorials running to be able to explain exactly how the product works. So we have embarked on a serious campaign. We're also going to be having one-on-one platforms where we be present in certain exhibition platforms where we can actually meet clients and be able to demonstrate how the product really works. But we find that in terms of our campaign, we have taken an integrated marketing approach where we are working on PR side, we are also working on the actual product demonstration side, and we're working on general conventional media to be able to make sure that we reach everyone who is supposed to be on the platform. So we have that in line up, and we will continue to phase it as we go forward, depending on what is supposed to be said to the market at that particular time. So we are very excited with that campaign that is running currently.
Okay.
And one thing that you would also notice with ZFM is the IP platform. There are people outside the country who want to call radio here, and it has been expensive for them to participate in national activities. And we actually going into collaboration relationships with them to ensure that the people that are outside that want to participate in local programs, they get actually a chance at a very cost-effective way. So you find if they are Guroo, they actually now calling Zimbabwe at 6 cents, and they can participate in the yes/no programs that go on radio.
Wow, that's some innovation there. Good innovation. Okay, another thing, probably maybe outside Guroo, I found that Africom today, you are the cheapest broadband service provider in Zimbabwe across all the networks. How are you managing? Is it this been profitable, and what's the secret? You have managed to sustain for a long time as the cheapest, most affordable broadband provider here in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, I think when we actually launched in 2010 with that price, there were a lot of we will change the price. Ours is not a price game; it's a service quality issue. We have been attacked by many competitor promotions around the product, but if you have seen it, we have actually sustained the same price over the past period that we have had the product. we're quite profitable, we're very comfortable within that product price.
Okay.
One of the elements within our mission statement is the African community to participate in the info technology.
Okay.
So how do you get people to participate if you can't reach a civil servant,
True.
if you can't reach my mother, a teacher, to actually also get onto the general service and actually be able to use it.
Alright.
So there is more in the participation of people on the product than actually putting a prohibitive price in terms of people accessing the product. So that's generally our drift here around the issue of pricing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is not a promotion and we're not expecting prices to be.
It's not a promotion.
Wow.
Yes.
And maybe to also correct maybe something, we're not the cheapest. We offer value for money services.
Okay.
So that's value for money services that we offer to the public.
Maybe let's use the word affordable.
Yeah.
You have been quite affordable. Yes, for a long time for sure. Yeah, probably, I don't know, before we just finalize and conclude on this interview, do you have anything else that you feel our readers and our viewers, they might need to know on the Guroo platform? Anything that we could have skipped?
Yeah, we would like to actually say that Guroo is here to stay. We continuously advancing it forward, with different stages. So we'll be able, they should expect some amplified versions of Guroo, maybe going to SMSs and so forth.
Okay.
With time coming. But we're saying they can go on the website right now.
We might be kissing WhatsApp bye-bye.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Let's share our resources here.
So we're saying, look, with the coming in of smartphones, where do you think the world is going? Smartphones are application based.
True.
So obviously that's where the world is going. So we're saying if you haven't jumped on, this is the right time to jump on. You don't need to wait. No SIM card is required. You are independent of any network of your choice, and you can create a platform for development for yourself. So we are actually bringing this product to make sure that we add value and improve the standard of living, the way Zimbabweans live, the way Africans live, and we light up the continent to the world that is ready for Africa style.
Okay.
And when you're traveling now, you can even approach your travel agent. They'll give you your ticket with a Guroo check on it already and some airtime in it.
Wow.
So you travel, you don't need to roam anymore. When you pay for your ticket, you're actually paying for also.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's already happening at our local airports.
It's already happening at some travel agencies that have gone into partnership with.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so
But
that should
we're
just
rolling
connect
that
it.
out here to all travel agencies.
Any last word to our readers, viewers, from you?
We certainly excited about this product. We equally excited in the segment that the market is actually reacting to it. It's almost like endorsing almost some 12 months, 18 months of work that we have been working on this particular product.
Wow.
And we really excited about it because it actually anchors our vision as a company.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Right.
yeah.
And you just brought a very interesting thing when you said 12 to 18 months. So that's how long you've been working on this product?
We have been working on this product with our partners whom we have, because we have wanted to ensure that we actually have the default resellership of this product before anyone can put their hands on it.
Right.
So it has been modeled in a very much more closer fashion to what we actually want to output in this market. Zimbabwe is actually probably the first beneficiary of it.
Okay.
And we actually also want to take it into the continent, but if there's a continental partner who wants to pick it, I think it's open to also those guys to pick it.
Which other countries are already using this Guroo here in Africa?
It's in South Africa,
Okay.
because that's where it's coming from.
Alright.
And it's coming here in Zimbabwe. And then I'm sure if any reseller who picks it up in the other areas will also pick it.
So that means currently we only have 2 African countries which are running it.
Currently, I don't know.
Yeah, we have,
check with them.
yeah.
They've evolved around that, but we wanted to have the first test because we also were working as the guinea pigs around the process as well.
Alright.
So
But in terms of other subscribers, we also have even in the United States,
Okay.
others that are already.
Or it's subscribers, not as resellers.
yes.
Okay, alright. So here locally, does it mean that any other player can also come through and run Guroo on the platform? Or it's only local, the only company which has the license to resell Guroo? Can any other operator come on board and take Guroo?
They can.
They can.
Yes, they can.
Yeah. But that then just brings a very interesting topic that I've actually pointed out that I don't think, even if they could, they would check it. To be very, very honest, I don't see, I will be honest, I don't see Econet, Net1 or Teleso taking up Guroo because to them, VoIP, I feel that this is a threat and they've been trying not to really promote VoIP-based calls because it will actually niche out on their source of revenue.
But look, we are not competing. This product is not to compete, but it's to cooperate. So we call it competition.
Co-petition.
Yes,
It's
co-petition.
complementing what they're also evolving into the data space if you observe. So we're actually complementing the efforts that they've done in taking up and putting ADSLs, fibers. Now people have got internet in the home which they actually won't use for any other things. It's idle most of the time after you download your page. But if you are not using it, we are using Guroo on it, then you actually get value for money.
Okay.
And then you save your normal airtime that you actually expense your pocket.
Alright. That's how your co-petition is in
So
here.
we are actually complementing their efforts and the developments that they've done.
Okay. Since you already need the infrastructure and the platform they've already built,
Yes.
and they are not locked to only Africom network.
Not at all.
Interesting. So, any words? You are done with sincere?
Yeah.
Thank you, Ruda.
Thank you very much.
So this is it, our viewers, with Ms. Ruda Mdavan here, Africom Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Prosper Mswiri, the marketing head of marketing. Thank you so much for your time, and we hope you'll be back again and we'll talk more of these innovative products. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Okay.